Alright guys, what's going on? On today's video we are reviewing the Arccaptain MIG 205 MP, and this is a super awesome budget multi-processor unit, and let's see how good it is and if you should buy it. So let's unbox it. Come on. Alright, so this is the Arccaptain 205 MP welder. It does MIG, and with MIG you can do different types of MIG as well as flux core. You can also do stick welding, you can do TIG welding, and you can also do cutting and cleaning. And now this is an option that's really interesting, and I think this is the first time I'm ever seeing it on the welder. But it's a pretty good all-around welder based on what the statistics say. But let's put it to use. Let's look at it. Let's maybe compare it to some other welders I've used. This is the welder right here. Couple buttons here that are touch sensitive. They're not actually buttons. A couple buttons here that click. There is a port here. Supposedly you can update your welder. Standard comes with 240 and has an adapter for your standard 120. It's pretty light as well. This is the cutting torch. This is the MIG torch. This is the TIG, and this one has there's no foot pedal, I believe, that comes with this welder. It just has the hand trigger, and it looks like it has a 17 tick torch, and it does come with a couple of adapters. And if you guys haven't tried Olipop, it's a pretty good replacement for your carbohydrates and your sodas. But yeah, there's a couple extra pieces. Looks like with every single torch they do give you guys a couple consumables as well, so that's a good bonus. You can just set up and you're good to go for quite a while until you run out of consumables. This is the cleaning brush that has supposedly carbon fiber bristles, and you can clean your welds. And it also has a hand trigger torch here and an extra consumable as well of the carbon fiber brushes. So you're definitely getting quite a bit in this box. You got your ground, we got a gas line, and you got your arc welding clamp as well here. Again, a couple extra parts for the MIG. You got a couple different rollers here that you can use for different gun size or wire size. Oh, there's my other tungsten. So Looks like 1/16 and 3/16 tungsten with the gray bottom. I'm not sure exactly which ones these are, lanthanated or not. One cool thing I gotta say is that they include a cover for the welder as well. Right now with my other welder, I'm just throwing in a old garbage bag over the welder because I use it sparingly here and there for jobs, and then it's just collecting dust. So this is a nice dedicated cover. And just to get started, they do throw in a gas regulator, just a single channel gas regulator. So if you're trying to purge something when you're TIG welding, you're still gonna have to use a different gas regulator, or buy an adapter to get two-piece. The only thing that I wish this welder came with out of the box is a foot pedal. I got started doing TIG with a foot pedal, so this is going to be a whole different experience trying to weld with the finger trigger. All right, looking at this very nice digital menu over here, you have a few key functions that I'm just going to briefly describe. The first thing you want to do is, using the mode button, select which type of welding you will be doing. This comes with MIG, a spool gun MIG, high frequency TIG, lift TIG, the cutting torch, the cleaning torch, and arc welding. So first select which type of welding you will be doing, and then it will give you options that pertain to this style of welding. So for example, we are on MIG right now, and we're going to start off right over here. This function right over here is going to pertain to this box right here, and it's either going to do the welding in 2T, which is on and off, or 4T, which is on, upslope, amperage, downslope, purge. It has a lot more settings in 4T, as well as the spot setting. This right over here is going to give you the ability to pulse, and this is going to pertain to your MIG and TIG settings. So right now we are on 2T in MIG, no pulse, and these options right over here are what this play button is able to toggle. So right now we are just on amperage, and we can select the amperage right over here, 100. But if we click the play button, it's going to toggle to the next feature, which is post flow, and then you can keep toggling till you see pre-flow. So depending on which setting you are in, it's going to give you many options to toggle with. All right, since we are MIGging with no pulse, these are the options of metal that we are able to weld. And I'm going to have to reference this back to the owner's manual, because this isn't something I commonly look at and know. So I just wish they had just plain old stainless steel, mild steel options over here. So I'm having some trouble referring back to what is what, other than flux, of course. So this is where you're going to be toggling between different metals and settings. This button right over here. Now, once you select what kind of metal you are going to be welding, obviously the machine does a great job telling you which positive or negative terminal you need to connect your torches in. And it's going to give you the adapter to the positive, as you can see, and it's going to give you this light here and this error whether or not it is ready to go. And as you can see right now, if there is a problem, the greenish yellowish light is on, so we are not ready. Please connect the adapter to the positive. Right over here we are going to have different roller sizes or wire sizes for MIG welding. You can see the options over here. Synergy. Now Synergy, I want to talk about this. So again, this is a beginner welder, and Synergy actually is pretty much like a autopilot. I guess you can say something like AI. It's gonna give you a recommended setting. So Synergy is something. So Synergy is pretty much your best friend when you have no idea what amperage, voltage, or anything, wire feed speed to choose when you're starting off welding. And right over here, the last button, please connect the adapter to the positive. This last button right over here, once you have your TIG torch connected and your gas line connected, and you want to see is in your chamber, you press this button and the ball will float, and you can see how much you're setting your flow rate to be. And then you can save it. This setting, there's 9, I believe, channels. 9 channels to save your work on, so that's pretty cool. You know, if you got a good setting and you're welding really good, save that setting and get back to it next time you weld the same piece. One cool thing I want to show you about this welder, it has Bluetooth connectivity, so you can get the Arccaptain app on your phone and you can literally control every setting for no matter what mode you are in, and you can control everything in your fingertips, and it still gives you guides how to connect things, and you can just make adjustments on the fly. So if you're welding in a position and you don't want to go all the way back to the welder, for example, if you're under the car like I am half the time, take your phone out, swap the settings, adjust it, and keep going with your welding. Really cool feature that lets you adjust things on the go. Inside the welder, it gives you many different varieties of options for welding. They give you TIG options right over here, stick welding setup, and MIG welding guide. So this is all a guide depending on what size material thickness you are welding. So always nice to have a quick reference when you're welding materials that you're not familiar with. And a really nice, neat feature, we do have a LED light right at the top over here when you're trying to work on the go with limited lighting. All right, and this is the full review for the Arccaptain 205 MP. As you guys can see, we put it through the test, and it is indeed a multi-function welder, and it comes with a ton of variety of parts that we showed you guys. Everything from arc welding, MMA, to TIG welding with a finger trigger, which was the first. It has a torch for cutting. And this feature, the cleaning feature, is something you probably won't see on any other welder that I have come across. This welder, compared to the behemoth that's laying right over here, is so lightweight, so compact, and it gets the job done, and it's so easy and portable to move around.
I gotta give my credit to Arccaptain. They came up with something pretty good and affordable for the everyday welder hobbyist. Now, the only things that I strongly would love to see is a foot pedal with this kit. I'm one of the foot pedal guys. As you can see, this welder has a foot pedal. Maybe I'll be able to make it compatible with this machine. We'll still see. And I wish this machine just did AC TIG. Now it does DC TIG, but it's just missing that AC TIG feature for the type of work that we do with intercoolers and some fabrication. AC TIG would have been a lifesaver in this situation. But nonetheless, if you guys are interested in a multifunction welder that is small, compact, and doesn't break the bank, check out Arccaptain in the link below. They are doing a pre-sale on this welder as we speak.
I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you.